Week ago, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and I was like, when that happens, you can't panic. The season's just begun. Identify the real problems before you start tinkering on things.
Sometimes a lineup change can help. Things may just have to work themselves out, though.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The fans here in Philadelphia ready to cheer on their 76ers in this interconference matchup. Brent, you played for 14 seasons. What kind of off-season training did you do personally to keep in shape?
I had a great trainer in Southern California that I would go home to every year and work on different things. It was funny, Kevin, because as you get a little bit older, you can be a little more specific with how you train. You understand how you're going to be used, the type of minutes you're going to play, so it can be a little bit more specialized. I'm not sure if I could tell you this, but I surfed a lot in the off season.
Balance.
Core, right?
Core balance.
All right,
Thank you.
Check box.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Smith. Harris is out there with Edwards. Then there's Dimes. And it's Johnson in at the center. Here's ABC. Johnson outside. Inside. Howard. Rejected by Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Johnson against Smith. Johnson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Z. The shot will not fall. Good D by Johnson. Left side, Adams. No good from outside. Here's Boss. Edwards defending. It's stolen by Adams. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Edwards can't hit. Here's Boss. 17 points for him last game again.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
A rebound by Johnson.
and that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Adams' shot is off. Gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. High arcing shot, and there's the nice layup by Johnson.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Adams outside. Johnson in the corner, and they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time. Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Passes it to Bucks. And that one is stuffed right through.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And Adams kicks to Johnson. Makes it off the glass. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Z the pass to Howard, and that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. 6 to shoot. Here's Z. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Their game plan appears to be putting that defense front and center in this one.
Yeah, and that's where they're going to put their energy early on. They don't want this to become a run-and-gun type of game.
Well, they've got the kind of defense, I think, GA set up so that that doesn't happen. As aggressive as they are at that end, it's very hard to make it a high-scoring game against this team.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here is Edwards. 9 points last game. Here's Harris. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
ABC passes to Z. Howard kicks to Johnson. Five on the clock. Back to Howard. From deep three-point range, he doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's Johnson penetrating. Knocks it loose. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. Here's Adams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Johnson with the block. Z the pass to ABC.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Smith dishes to Johnson. Smith kicks to Adams. Now the pass to Edwards. Buries the long-range jumper. Edwards got 6 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
Here's ABC. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. We see more and more teams looking to push the tempo. Is that just a fad, or is this going to be a long-term thing?
Well, if I can play against any defense that has no ability to set up where they want to be or have the matchups with the players they want to have, Kevin, I'm going to look to take advantage. And if that happens in the first 5-6 seconds with one pass, so be it.
Smooth checked in for Johnson. And so he hits both. Gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Adams outside. Pass to Harris. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Smith. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's ABC. Offensive rebound to the left side wing. Johnson surveying the floor. Over Smith. And nothing but hair on that one.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Back to Adams. Sinks the three-pointer.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
The natural, he's checked in for Smooth. And the home team has possession. They trail by 6. Here's Z. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Gone 7 of 13. Just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. 2 points. That one goes.
And doing their best to maximize possessions. Just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
Now here's Howard. Here's the floater. Ross.
We talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Smith scanning the floor. To the middle. Harris finds Smith. And the 3 ball is good. Smith's got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Edwards against Johnson. Got a hand on it. An impressive 60% early. Out to the wing. Adams wide open. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Floats one, got a piece of it. 1 second left, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the visiting team heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, that prevented some points, didn't it? Also, how you have that intimidation factor going early on, you wonder if in the fourth quarter they'll think back to the first.
Here's ABC. Johnson is out there with Edwards. And it's Smith. Then there's Harris. And it's Adams in at the 5. Johnson, the pass to Z. Here's ABC. Pass to Z. Shot clock at 3. Basket counts.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Johnson, the pass to ABC. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And there's the call on Boss. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
So it's the visitors now. Smith kicks to Harris. Back to Smith. 5 on the clock over Johnson. Smith, no luck. And just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Smith against Johnson. To the middle. Here's Z. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. 6 points for Z.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Brett, do you think individual defense is getting easier to measure with player tracking and advanced stats?
I don't. I think it's impossible for you to find some legitimate measurement of how much a player is truly impacting the game defensively. I think there's great indicators of combinations of players that are on the floor at the same time, that are working collectively and doing something to shut down another team's best offensive unit. But individually, it's so hard to just put a number on what a guy is doing in terms of his total impact defensively.
So the eye test is not out of style.
I don't think so. I think we're getting better at the defensive metrics that are being used, Kevin, and I think that clearly we can see with some of the best wing defenders in the league, a Robertson, a Covington, that they're able to control their man, a Kawhi Leonard. They're able to impact the game defensively, but how are we quantifying that? We need to get better with it.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 13-point game again.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
And the pass to ABC. It's good from long range. ABC's got 7 points in the game.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Adams dishes to Johnson. He kicks to Harris. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 7 points in the game.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Now here's Howard. Over Harris. Some solid defense from Harris. Gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Kicks it to Adams. To the inside. Johnson can't get it to go.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
They get it again. Johnson, and the rejection by Smith. Johnson inside. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And that one falls for Johnson. He's perfect from the line this time. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And Adams kicks to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout.
And no matter how well you defend, when you shoot that poorly, it's going to be a very difficult challenge for you to get a win.
Yeah, almost impossible, really. It was one of those games where almost everyone on the roster had that off night. Inside and out, ice cold.
Here's ABC. He has 7. To stop the run. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Smith finds Adams. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Yeah, just not good court awareness there. You cannot afford to be careless. That just leads to bad turnovers.
Gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And the foul called on Dimes. That's his first foul. Inside. Johnson, good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's a close game here in Philadelphia. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Adams outside. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 8.
And those close-range shots are what you want him taking. They always have a great chance of falling.
Pass to Boss. On Sunday, then on Saturday. At 52% from the field. They're clicking. Smith outside. Pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Smith against Johnson. Smith no good. Gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. ABC passes to Johnson, and he comes up with the deuce. 8 points for Z.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Johnson against Smith. The tray. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. Here's ABC. It's hauled in by Edwards. Gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Looking to get back on track here. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
That one misses. Gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Poked away. Smith against Johnson. And that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. .135 left now here in the second. Adams in the corner. Clock at 6. The 10-footer. And too long on the shot.
Now, this is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible. Not getting anything to go.
ABC passes to Johnson. He kicks to Howard. Back to Johnson. Passes it to Z. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson against Smith. 44 seconds left here in the second. Down low. Edwards passes to Harris. Johnson with the bounce pass. And it's Smith missing.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 8. Tipped away. It's stolen by Johnson. And they're pushing it up. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Inside, here's Boss. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
And so it's the visiting team with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what happened defensively that slowed them down in the first half?
Well, we're active. They're missing a few shots they normally make. You know, we just got to compete. We got to keep competing the way we are.
Thanks for your time, Rick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Mr. Moves has been exceptional here, guys, today.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
Yeah, I like his patience down there. He's combined some good footwork with even better moves surrounding that. So we'll see if the defense can counter in the second half. Maybe some double teams.
Under 40% all in all for the game. They've got Boss. Johnson is out there with ABC. Then there's Z. And it's Howard in at the 3 spot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And that one falls for Johnson. And both free throws good for Johnson.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Smith dishes to Johnson. Smith kicks to Adams. There's the pass to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. Johnson's shot is off.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
It's hauled in by Edwards. Johnson against Smith. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. So it's the visitors now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
Gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Adams outside. Harris outside. And Adams kicks to Edwards. Here's Johnson. Missed inside. Getting a meager 37% for the game. Here's Boss. Off target from 3-point range.
They look frustrated, 0 for 3. Not how you want to start the third quarter.
Johnson finds Adams. And here is Harris. Pass to Smith from outside the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. ABC passes to Z. Howard kicks to Johnson. Pass to Boss. Puts it up from 15. Rebound by Smith.
Yeah, maybe the halftime cut into some of that rhythm they had in the first half. So far, 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Adams outside. Passes to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. The 19-foot shot. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Here's Boss. That 3 off the mark.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Johnson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Boss, no good. Hitting 41% for the game. From downtown, Edwards can't hit. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Howard. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Adams. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
The pass to Boss. From deep. Kept alive. Johnson. Nice work on the boards. He's paying off with the basket. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Adams outside. To the paint. Harris kicks to Edwards. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Edwards got 13.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Pass to Z. Here's Boss. He's guarded by Johnson. Boss, no good.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it. Oh, man, gotta love that pass there. Couldn't ask for a better one.
A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
Now here's Howard. Pass to Boss. Here's ABC. Here's Z. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fires top of the key. That one wide left. Being only 31%, their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Such a wide open look. Howard's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
And Adams kicks to Harris. Out to the right wing. Here's Edwards. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Howard with it. Now Smith defending. Z the pass to Johnson. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Smith left side. Count it. Good. Smith's got 7 now in this quarter.
Now he's put on a shooting display here in the 2nd half. He really seems to be in a great groove right now.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
Here's ABC. 10 points for him. Kicks it to Howard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he makes the first. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And a pretty brutal 29% since the break. They swipe it to the middle. Boss passes to Johnson. There's 1:47 left in the 3rd quarter. To the inside. Z. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game, being 41% for the game. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Here is Edwards. He's got 13. And Adams kicks to Harris. In the corner, Smith with it. There's the three. That one doesn't go. It's his 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Z, the pass to Howard. Over Harris. That's short off the rim. Howard's gone 2 for 7 from the field. To the inside. They get it back. Johnson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Johnson. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. And they need to avoid that.
Now here's Johnson. 8 points for him. Passes it to Boss. Trying his luck deep. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Adams outside. The pass to Edwards. Back to Adams. Smith outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Edwards. In the corner, it's Harris. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down.
Adams outside. To the inside. Smith. Good D by Johnson. And so it's the visiting team holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, we're doing a good job of keeping our bodies on their bodies down there. Let's take them all away. Let's take them all away. And when we get it, let's run. Let's run. Let's get out.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Here's Adams. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Edwards is out there with Johnson. Then there's Harris. And it's Smith. And it's Adams in at the point. Now here's Adams. Here's Edwards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. ABC passes to Z. Howard kicks to Johnson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's good from Johnson. And both free throws good for Johnson. Just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Adams finds Smith. Back to Adams. Lets it go from 14. And he's able to get it back. Edwards can't hit. Johnson outside. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 15 points for Johnson.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
Here's Adams. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Here's Boss. The rebound by Johnson.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Smith against Johnson. Johnson, it's blocked. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Johnson against Smith. Johnson, the pass to ABC. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Boss. The three drops in the tray. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And here's Harris from the arc. Kept alive. Second chance shot. Johnson can't get it to go.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
Harris against Howard. ABC passes to Boss. It's tipped, but he gets it back and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. And the first one drops. And so he hits both. Gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Adams right side. Shot from 12. That's tipped. Boss passes to Howard. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Now here's Adams. Passes it to Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
impeccable from the line since halftime.
That one misses.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Inside. Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Boss. Boss has got rebound number 15 here tonight. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Mr. Moves.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
To the middle, here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
Struggles apparent, 37% from the field. To the paint, Edwards passes to Smith. He dishes it to Adams. Pulls up, high post. Bank shot, no good.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Now here's Howard. Boss passes to Z, 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Edwards.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
And Johnson with the stuff.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Johnson against Smith. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And that one falls for Johnson.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Johnson. Thing has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Smith finds Johnson. Wow, way off on that. And 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Pulls up for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. 20 points for Johnson.
One of the ways to get a great look from the three-point line is when you're on a fast break. The defense simply lost him.
Now here's Adams. Defense right on him. Looking to get back on track here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
They throw good, Adams. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. To the inside. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And you have to be. That's the approach you always want. Don't settle for the jumpers. Pound it inside.
Now here's Adams. Smith outside. Sinks the triple. Smith's got 10 points here in the second half.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
In the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
They double-team Johnson. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Boss passes to ABC. Floats one. Lays it up off the glass.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating 5, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
Now, here's Adams. The first one, and that will put them up by 2. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. ABC passes to Howard. Adams, some nice D.
Really shocking he didn't take advantage of that golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation.
Here's Johnson. Count!
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
Now here's Johnson. To the left side wing. Howard wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
And it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. It's stolen by Smith. And they go to the intentional foul.
Gentlemen, two shots. Loose shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
It's stolen by Smith. Adams outside. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.